U.S. President Joe Biden has said that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's Gaza policy was a mistake and has urged Israel to call for a ceasefire. Biden's comments are some of his strongest criticisms yet of Netanyahu amidst tensions over the civilian death toll from Israel's war on Hamas and dire conditions inside of Gaza. His remarks on a ceasefire have marked a shift from his previous comments, in which he's also said that the burden in fact lies with Hamas to agree to a truce and hostage rescue deal. These, of course, are strong comments coming in from Joe Biden, the American president, making these remarks in context of the Israel-Hamas war. Sanjeev Srivastava, international affairs expert, is joining us this hour. Sanjeev, what has prompted these strong remarks by the U.S. president?
Well, I think United States of America is in a political year, and the presidential elections are going to be held by the end of this year. And at this point of time, when the Biden administration is considering its Israel policy, they are also taking into consideration the various pressures from the domestic constituency of the United States of America, and that is pushing Biden administration to change its posturing somewhat, and that is why, in my assessment, these changes are coming. But as far as the United States of America's support to Israel in their war against terrorism, in my assessment, that will continue, and no administration, whether it is Democratic administration or the Republican administration, can ignore Israel and Israel's security interest. And in the United States of America, U.S. lobby is very strong. They are a very powerful lobby, and they have a widespread support in all political circles. So I think Israel's security interest cannot be compromised by the Biden administration. But at this point of time, when President Biden is making such remarks, obviously he is attempting to send some message to the domestic constituency, particularly the Muslim voters of the United States of America, that they are concerned about the humanitarian situation. But having said that, let me say that with regard to the ongoing Israel-Hamas war, there is urgent need to address the humanitarian crisis, and that must be addressed. That is a genuine crisis, and that must be addressed. Also, there must be effort not to allow this conflict to escalate at the regional level, because attempts are being made and various kind of scenarios are developing, which is threatening this entire conflict to get escalated at the regional level, and that is also a concern which United States of America is obviously pursuing. And to avoid such regional escalation, U.S. is trying its best. But at this point of time, if you look at an entire situation in Gaza, it's a dire situation, and people of Gaza, they are suffering, and if any kind of temporary ceasefire even happens, that will be good for the people of Gaza, and it will also give some time for Israel to re-strategize further strategies with regard to their war against terrorism, war against Hamas. So I think this kind of a change in the United States of America, in my assessment, is primarily because of the political reasons. But the support of the United States of America to Israel in times ahead also will continue, in my assessment, and that cannot be compromised by, as I said, any administration of the United States of America.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.